got to be pretty close last season. I'm sure in the offseason. Shocked to see this happen this quickly. What are your emotions living through this?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I love Trey, everything that he's done for this organization, and obviously for myself. I know I've told you guys a bunch of times before, but going in last year and then him just being by my side from the get-go, sideline, meetings, in the locker room, wherever we're at, man, he's been a real one and helped me come into the league and welcomed me with open arms and showed me the ropes to this whole thing. So can't tell you how grateful I am for him and to have him in my life and to be here with him. So forever grateful for Trey. Obviously, in terms of the situation, like happy for him that he's able to go into a good situation and I mean, we all feel like it's a good fit. But at the end of the day, man, I can't say how thankful I am to have played and been a teammate with Trey. So.
Did you get to see Trey today? What kind of conversations have you had with him the last couple of days?
Yeah, I saw him, out by the weight room before the game and stuff. He was out there talking to some guys, and I was able to go over and just tell him, that I love him and, like I said, how appreciative that I am of him, everything that he's done for obviously myself and the team. So, told him that I'm really happy for him and excited to see what he does, man, with his opportunity and his career in the NFL. So excited for him.
How did he seem?
His spirits were good. He was, obviously I feel like, there was some just talking to guys and the relationships that he had with guys. Like you could tell, like, man, like, this I'm moving on kind of thing. And so a bunch of guys, man, like, everyone in this locker room has his back. And so everyone was, dapping him up, hugging him, loving on him and everything. But to sort of see that, obviously it's tough seeing one of your buddies, leave. But at the same time, we're all excited that, man, he's got a good opportunity ahead of him. And he was in great spirits. So.
Did you know what was going on when he wasn't at practice the other day? Did you understand, was it the news the way Kyle described it, kind of was kind of haphazard maybe the way things got out?
Yeah, I mean, we honestly had no idea. He wasn't at practice, and we're like, okay, where's he at kind of thing. And Greasy said, he was just taking some time to think things over and whatnot after he had heard the decision that Sam was, going to be the second string quarterback. And, so all of us were like, okay, we got to practice. We got to continue to do what we're doing. Everything will happen how it needs to happen after. And then, Trey was back in meetings, ready to roll, expected to play in the game. And then the news broke literally when we were all in the locker room getting ready for the game. So, none of us had an idea of what was going on. So.
Are you aware of just how divided it seems like the whole quarterback conversation has been this offseason? And did you and Trey or you and Sam or you and Brandon ever have any dialogue about that in the outside world?
Honestly, no. I had my surgery, and then, we brought in Sam, brought in Brandon. And really, we were all sort of going through our own thing. Like, Trey was obviously continuing to get healthy with his foot. Obviously, I'm coming off surgery with my arm, so I'm just focusing on my arm. No one really knew, what camp was going to look like or going into the season, anything like that. It was all really up in the air. We all wanted to get healthy, first of all, and then just compete from there. And I feel like that was all of our mindsets. There was no, talk about, hey, they're saying this or that in the media. We don't talk about any of that. It's strictly ball for us, and we all pull for each other and push each other every single day. So that's sort of just how it went.
Well, when you were drafted, it was Trey 1, Sudfeld 2, you 3, Jimmy thrown on a side field. Then it was Trey and Jimmy and you, and then it was Jimmy and you. Does it hit you just how volatile this all has been in the last year or so? I mean, that's a lot of stuff in about a year. Yeah,
I mean, it's just sort of goes to show you, man, you're in the NFL, the positions and how everything looks, the depth chart, it all can change overnight, just obviously depending on what happens and situations and stuff. But, for me, it's how can I be present? How can I be where I'm at? Not trying to get wrapped up in, he's first, second, third, whatever. The more you think about that kind of stuff, the more it can consume you and affect how you play. And so for me this past year, man, it's been do what I'm told from the coaches, and then, everything else happens how it ends up happening. And that's just sort of how I look at it. But, yeah, it is wild. Sort of like welcome to the NFL kind of thing.
I think we ask you a version of this every time you're up there, but now that you're through preseason, how would you just describe where you're at right now as we head toward the regular season final?
Yeah, I feel good. Obviously excited to get rolling. for Pittsburgh, and to have everyone, be able to play on the field at the same time, with Christian, George, Debo, B.A., like everyone, have Trent out there as well. So it's something that we're all looking forward to. We're really excited about it. Felt like camp has been, pretty solid the last couple of weeks, and we're, like I said, man, we're ready to get this thing rolling.
Do you feel 100% recovered and back to normal?
Yeah, I do.
Is there anything like in terms of wishing the team well and how you guys would do?
Yeah, he said he's obviously going to be pulling for us and watching every step of the way, but it was more like us being appreciative of everything that he's done for us. So, yeah, that's the conversations that we had.
So, Brock, do you feel any survivor's remorse? This time last year, it was Trey's job. He gets hurt, and you end up taking over, have a great run, and then you get hurt in the playoffs. You come back, you're the man. Do you feel any remorse that this time, a year ago, he was the man, and now he's gone?
I mean, at the end of the day, I try to just do my job, do what I'm told, as a quarterback. It's not like I come in here and go, all right, I'm going to try to beat this guy out, this guy. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with, this is what I've been called to do in life. As a quarterback, I'm going to come in, do my job. And, some situations happen. It sucks how, Jimmy got hurt, Trey got hurt, and things happen like that. But at the same time, like it's how the NFL is. And so no hard feelings. I love Trey, and I want nothing but the best for him.
All right, thanks, guys. Sam's right here. Where did you find out that from Kyle that you were the number 2 quarterback?
Yeah, I think it was, just going out to practice and him kind of relaying the news to me.
On the field?
Mm-hmm.
Was that on Wednesday? When was that?
I don't remember the exact day. Yeah.
Was that a surprise to you, or had you felt that things were kind of trending in that direction?
No, I think, for me and Trey, we were both competing. We were doing everything that we could to earn that job. And, I think for me, it's as a competitor, you're expected to want to win that job. And for me, it was just going out there, playing really good football every single day. And I knew that at the end of the day, if I did that, I could be in a really good spot to earn that job. But I wasn't in my head at all ever like thinking, I have a really good chance to win this. I was just taking it one day at a time, one practice at a time, one game at a time.
Having been in the spot that Trey's in now, getting traded, what kind of words do you have for him, or did you have for him if you spoke to him?
Yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to speak to him yet since he got traded. But yeah, I mean, he's a great dude, loved in the locker room and all those things, and great teammate. Even coming here and competing and doing all those things, and even since OTAs, he's been nothing but great to me, and I've appreciated that a ton. So I'm sorry, what was your question?
What kind of advice, or would you have, as someone who's been through what he's going through now?
Yeah, it's just putting one foot in front of the other. I'm taking it one day at a time. Obviously going there, and I know he's gonna, sees whatever opportunity comes in his way, and he's gonna dive headfirst into that playbook and get it down. So it's really, it's kind of a what's next mentality in terms of trying to get the playbook down, and you don't really have time to think about any other things other than football.
Did you have an opportunity to speak to him after you were told that you would win the position?
Yeah, we had a couple days to just be able to be in the quarterback meetings and stuff and talk about it. And but yeah, I know Trey, like I said, he's a great dude, really good player. He's going to go somewhere and go to Dallas and take advantage of the opportunities that he gets.
A lot of Trey's biggest fans have been loudly critical of you. I'm just kind of wondering, have you heard that criticism? Has it bothered you at all? How have you dealt with it this last couple months?
No, I haven't heard or looked at any criticism. I'm not scrolling through the comments on anything, Twitter, Instagram, any of that stuff. So, you know, and then people, I haven't heard anything on the streets or anything like that, people saying things to me, but yeah, I think if I were to see those things or hear those things, it would just, you know, I don't know if it would affect me that much, to be honest.
Sam, you talked a lot about better decision making is key for you. I mean, many interceptions in training camp practices and one interception you had in the game in preseason. It wasn't your fault. I mean, obviously, it seems like you're making strides. What is it that's helped you develop in that area?
Yeah, I think for me, it's understanding, okay, you know, what the situation is, you know, having a better grasp of, okay, first and second down, you know, just being a little more careful with the football, understanding, you know, we have a couple more downs to go to get the first down, and, you know, all those things play into it. And then third down, kind of understanding what coverages they play and where we want to attack the defense, and, you know, what my progressions are. So I think, you know, having a really good grasp on the offense, and understanding kind of what the defense is doing, and being able to make quick and decisive decisions with the football. You know, that's, you know, the biggest part in this position is take care of the football, and that's, I think, the best way to do it.
What have you learned about the system and how it might maybe fit you better than other places you've been?
You know, I just think, you know, going through the progressions, and, you know, I'm not going to compare it to any other systems I've been in, but I just love how, you know, everything's very concise and clear. And this is where we're going with the football in this coverage, and in this coverage we're alerting this, and we're just getting it down to our back or whatever. It's very clear and concise with what we want to do and what we want to accomplish on every play.
It's black and white.
Yep.
Every play. And so how do you feel like you know, at the end of the day, when you go in and watch the film with Ryan or whomever, how have you been as far as making the right reads and making the right decision?
Yeah, you know, I feel like I've been doing a good job of making the right decisions. You know, there's going to be certain plays where you'd like to have it back, but usually I can tell, you know, right after the play, dang, I should have gone to my alert on that play or gone to the back. So, yeah. Appreciate it, guys.